Yeah, I know you're still waiting for my Hidden and Dangerous review, don't you? But I might as well want to put the production of my Hidden and Dangerous review on a hold for a while and decided to show you something else. So instead I want to show you yet another very crappy common PlayStation 1 game that, as a non-full set collector, you need to avoid. And even as a non-full set collector, if you still actually have this, you must destroy. So, the game that I want to show you something instead is X-Bladez Inline Skater, published by Ubisoft and Crave Entertainment, developed by Visionscape Interactive, and according to Defcon Soft, it was released in March 22nd, 2002. I actually didn't know that this game actually existed until early 2012, but when I looked at the back of the case, it looks like some really crappy inline skating game to me, which is actually the only inline skating game you'll find on the PS1, and it's also a really bad one too. I'll explain why this game sucks when we review the game. But when I saw the game at my Andre for €3, still in the original PlayStation case, not those reproduction cases which don't have two holes on either bottom to fit in a second CD tray, I decided to give the game a try. But to be honest, it's bad. Really bad. And it's also very common too, as I have seen the game like 1,000 times, like a crappy Take-Two game like Hidden and Dangerous. And even the other skating games that Crave made are also crappy and common, and I might also do reviews on those as well. So, just like with Dino Master Party, I'll be also doing a Let's Play style review, just to give you an example of what this game is like and why it sucks. And thankfully, I don't even have this game in my collection anymore, as I, just like Dr. Retro, also had to really draw a line somewhere, along with all those crappy common Take-Two games that I bought early this year, but kept the 3 Spec Ops games because they strangely bring me back memories of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on the PS1 and Martian Gothic Unification, which is a survival horror game which people kinda talk about and is also considered to be quite special. Okay, so let's start the review. Alright, here we are in the game. Crave. When they used to be a huge dominant game publisher, when they published a whole bunch of Dreamcast games which were so great. But since the Dreamcast faded away, they're now making shit for nothing. This kind of crappy clown thing. This is gonna be bringing me tears to my eyes, really. Because this is just one of the worst games I have ever played in my life. Trust me, it's 10 times worse than Retro Force. But that's an inline skating game, not a shmup. Anyway, so there's the intro sequence with the characters, you know, doing tricks in the air, you know, some training, whatever. And these are the characters that you can actually play as in this game, so... Okay, kinda uninspired. So, this is the main menu, and as you can see, you have 2 modes of play. You have Tournament, which is, you know, the heart of the game, where you unlock tracks as well as characters in this game. And you have Practice, where you can play any track that you've unlocked in the Tournament mode, as well as playing with any character that you've unlocked in Tournament mode. So, when we go into the options, it's pretty basic. Just volume settings, vibration, and you can even save it on your memory card if you wish to, but we don't need to. Then you have load game, where you can just basically load up your game progress and continue further. So anyway, since Tournament is the main mode of this game, we're going to be focusing for the rest of this review entirely on this mode. So yeah, here we go. So before you can even start playing this, you have a choice of 2 characters. And there are actually 5 more to be unlocked, but I'll explain in a short while how to unlock them. So yeah, the first impression of these characters is terrible. Just absolutely terrible. In fact, these are some of the worst characters I have ever seen for any PlayStation 1 game. Yeah, you thought the characters from Retro Force were abysmal? Well, eat your heart out. Because for one reason, these characters are worse. And I mean much worse. Just like with Retro Force, they are also very static, dull, and totally lifeless. And they have absolutely no personalities, and they don't even make relationships to each other whatsoever. Which is just seriously pathetic. Although, as you can actually see, you can see what food they like and what music they actually like to listen to. But that doesn't really show much for most of the game, which is really stupid, you know. Sure, the characters themselves do have their own best tricks, you know. This is a special trick, you know. So, I think we're gonna choose this guy for this review. And yeah, this guy looks way worse than this gay dude from Retro Force, put it that way. So, this is the only track that you have at the start of this game. Yeah, this game feels more like a demo rather than a full version of a game. So, I think there are about 7 levels in this game with, well, 6 rather, because there is actually another level which is just a merit mode, and it's actually taking place at, sorry about that, taking place at night. And each of the tracks are all divided into 2 parts. This qualifying part, where you have to get a certain number of points to advance, and the race part, where you race against another opponent. But to be honest, this game gets very, very old, and I'll be showing you a lot about it. So, let's do the qualifying round to show you why this game is so horrible. So, let's begin. So yeah, the first start of the game, and look at the HUD, it's so generic, and even we to one go. Now I'm gonna have to pause the game to tell you about the graphical presentation and the sound presentation. So the first thing I'll notice is that the graphics are pretty poor, you know, for the most part. Textures look quite wobbly, you know, polygons are quite off, and you know, sprites look pretty bad, and yeah, the levels are just totally dull and uninspired looking. So, as for the sound presentation goes, you already know what I said. They don't even have voiceovers in this game, which is pathetic. Just absolutely pathetic. But the worst thing that I have to say about the sound presentation is the music, which is, without a doubt, one of the worst piece of music I have ever heard in any video game to date. And the first thing you'll notice is that when you first fire up the first level of this game, you are going to hear one of the most saddest piece of music you will ever listen in your life. I mean, trust me, this music actually makes this dude that you see here cry like a faggot. I mean, trust me, the music is so horrible to listen to. It's not even worth listening to either. So, sure, you can actually look at a whole bunch of tracks on YouTube and you'll see why the music is just so bad. But yeah, as for the rest of the music, it's just, you know, consisting of generic rock, cheesy techno and whatever, and, you know, just some porno style music, you know what I'm saying. But this music in the first level of the game is absolutely the worst, and it will make this dude cry like a clown. Trust me, if you listen to this, you're gonna end up the same way as this dude that you'll see on the picture. Okay, now on to the gameplay. So these are the different tricks you can do. Yeah, hold direction, push the button, yeah, just like the Tony Hawk games. So the controls aren't really bad for the most part, you know, just hold the direction and then push the button to do a trick, just, you know, like in a wrestling game. Not bad. So, that's what you do. So, up circle is to do the special trick in the air, while up triangle is to do the special trick when you're grinding. And that's kind of uninspired. Yeah, a complete lack of tricks in this game. Yeah. The same buttons being used for every single inline skater in the whole game. Yeah, which is pretty bad. Anyway, let's talk about the gameplay. So, controls aren't quite poor for the most part. In fact, grinding is pretty bad. Oh yeah, you actually collect these power-ups that will give you double the trick points, but that doesn't really save it for most of this game. Also, jumping feels very delayed, as you already seen there. Oh, and you also have 6 coins that you have to collect in order to unlock a new character. In fact, there are 6 monkey coins on the qualifying level, and as you can see, I already missed one. And there are also 6 wheel coins that you'll see at the race part. Yeah, and if you manage to collect 6 coins in each of the 2 levels, you unlock a new character. That's about it. But that doesn't really save it for much. In fact, this game is so boring, it gets old very fast, and it's not even any fun. Yeah. If you miss one, you're gonna have to do the whole level all over again to collect all of them. And I failed to qualify. Fantastic. Let's try one more time. I'll be showing you the race part in a bit. So yeah. 14,000 points, that's what you need in order to advance forward into the game. So yeah, since I'm running this on an emulator, of course, you won't hear the saddest music ever in this game, so that's a good thing. Because listening to this music, like I said before, makes you feel sad. And another thing is, you actually have to hold down the triangle button while grinding, because when you let off the triangle button, you will walk off. Yeah, unlike the Tony Hawkins, where you don't have to hold down the triangle button to grind, or my Hoffman, whatever. But here in this game, you have to hold it down, which is kind of silly, to say the least. And yeah, you have a time limit, but that's pretty pointless because yeah, there's so much time you have, and I'm gonna restart the game because I missed this coin. Yeah, I'll be showing you the race part too. Okay, trying again. Yeah, 2 minutes. That's the amount of time you have in the tracks. Yeah, and I jumped off an obstacle, which actually makes you fall down and lose time, whatever. Ah, yeah, you also have balance, but you don't have a balance bar, which is pretty stupid. Ah, and I've missed. Nah, whatever. Let's restart the game. Sure, if I mess up once, I might as well skip to the part where we go to the racetrack. So, this is only one more try, okay? One more try. Ah, yeah, you also bail. But not as extreme as, as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 or something. Yeah, controls are, for the most part, pretty bad. Okay, one more time. That's it. Come on. I want to unlock a character to just show the people how to do it. Okay, collected a coin. Fantastic. Alright. Yep. That's how you do it. Okay, now I collected all 6 coins. Now we can try to beat the qualifying score. Well, if not, then I might as well skip to the to the race part. And that's it. And you see, losing animation. So I might as well skip to the part where we see the winning animation. And yes, the animations in this game are pretty bad. So I might as well just cut ahead a little bit to see that. Okay, now we're cutting ahead, and as you can see, I've scored about 14,000 points. That's what you need in order to advance forward. And that's how you do these special tricks. Up triangle for the grind one, and up circle when you're in midair, like this. And I just bailed, and you know, you need to be on a higher ramp to do that. And there you go. Yeah, animations are pretty bad, like I said before. Okay. So now I'll show you what the race part is like. And yeah, winning animation, pretty bad. Okay, you qualified, and yeah, you can save the game, but I have no desire to do that because it's getting really old very fast and it's boring. So yeah, there's the race part. And this one is pretty much the same except there's different music, but the music in this one sounds just corny. As I said before, it has corny sounding rock, porno music, and just cheesy techno at best. Oh yeah, you can even run over him, which makes him slow down. And it's also too easy too, and there's a this wheel token. Ah, he fell down. Yeah, bad AI, and this game has no challenge whatsoever. And I've missed this token. Let's try to collect that token. So, yeah, you just win the race. In fact, the only way to lose is just to, you know, to be slow and just, you know, grunt into obstacles and just stand there like an idiot doing nothing. Yeah, the late jumping controls for lose, huh? This even makes the Retro Force team look so proud, huh? Ain't it? Okay, one more. Nah, yeah, speed power up, I think. Yeah, there are power-ups as already said before, but they're pretty pointless to use because you could just win the race no matter what you do. Seriously. Ah, yeah, falling over a bunch of boxes. Ah, finally got it. Well. Okay, can we get the last coin? Okay, we got him, but apparently he crosses the finish line and, yeah, we lose. But that's one thing. You don't need to, you know, you don't need to go back to the level to collect them all again because, you know, you could just basically, you know, just retry and then that's it. Okay, loading again. Load times are not bad, but that doesn't really make up of how just absolutely terrible this game is. And this game has no HUD. How fantastic. No time limit, no score, counter, nothing. But there is actually the first place, but the HUD in this game still looks generic as hell. And just totally dull and lifeless as ever. So yeah, once we win this race, I'm gonna turn this game off, and I ain't gonna be playing this game ever again. And so should you. Because this is a game that's not worth your time. Trust me, this game is not worth your time. Because I will show you a better inline skating game, which is not on the PS1, but on a different console. On a more underrated one, you know? Which also has better characters with personalities included. And I think you probably know what this game could be, right? As I'll be showing you that just right at the end. Okay. Skating. We want to reach the finish. So we can end this review with a more negative note. And we win. have all 6 tokens we previously collected in the last run. Okay. Continue. Okay, this is actually the same track like before, so yeah, this is actually the reverse part, but we're not gonna fuck around. Anyway. Okay, character's not unlocked. Let's see if you can still... Come on, load up. Yeah, you can still do it with the same characters, but... What's the point of that? I might as well just turn the fucking game off anyway, because this game just totally fucking blows. Seriously, this game blows. It's boring, it's crap, it's just totally dull. I mean, fuck it. Totally fuck it. I mean... Now I'm going to be showing you a much better inline skating game, which is not on the PS1, but on a more different console. So, let me show you this.
Jet Set Radio!
It's on. Ho! Ho! Ha! Ho! Ha! 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 Ho! Ha! Ha! Ho! Hey! Yeah! Ho! Ha! Ha! Hey! Ha! Yeah! Ho! Ha ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ha ha! Yeah! Ha ha! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!